Yo, YouTube, what's up? What's going on? How you guys been? I'm really hyper. I have like 4 hours sleep. I don't know why I'm so hyper. I have to wake up again at like 5:30 in the morning, but that's alright because I'm doing another Blade review today. SOG, Flash to Tanto. Tip. Plain Edge bitches. No, I'm just kidding. SOG Flash to Tanto. Before I start off, I'd like to give a shout out to Alexa, who will probably be watching my video right after I post it. Anyhow, let's talk about the blade, shall we? Alright. POU, this knife. Why is there a fucking glare? Alright, so I'm getting sidetracked. POU, great EDC blade. Through everybody else's opinion, mine, my own, and my testing and stuff. Great for EDC. I carried this knife every single day for many months. And also a great folding tactical blade. If you ever need it for defense use, it has that reach that could give you the capability to use this as a defensive knife. Now, the blade length. Let's get into the blade length. Overall, it reaches 3¼ inch. I could just show you that right there on the ruler. 3¼ inch. That is about 2 inches bigger than my penis. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, 3¼ inch blade. Overall, fuck, man, why do I keep closing that? Overall, 8 inches. Let's just hold that up. All right, I'm gonna mess it up. Very nice. But as you can see, 8 inches. There you go. Weight, 3.1 ounces. What? That's outstanding. That's outstanding, and I'll tell you why right there. I'm not gonna get into the handle yet, but because of this plastic handle and no scales in here, no aluminum scales, stainless steel scales, just with the frame, that took off a significant amount of weight. Good job, SOG. It's great. That's why this is a great knife for EDC, because you could just throw it in your pocket, clip it onto your side, and it's so light you don't even know it's there. You don't know it's there until you need it. And also with a 3.5-inch blade, that's why I could throw it into the folding tactical class, because this blade, in fact, does have enough reach that you can use this also in a thrusting or stabbing position. It has a great tip on that, or in a slicing maneuver for a defensive purpose if you ever came into that predicament. Okay, steel. AUS 8 steel. I mean, you know how most people are with the AUS 8. They say that it tends to not hold an edge good enough. I mean, they say it rusts easier, but you know, with my use and my testing, if you upkeep with all your knives and just sharpen them usually, and you know, don't thrash them around too bit. I mean, too bit. Why the fuck did I say that? Too much. Then you're gonna keep your knives in pretty good shape, regardless of what steel it is. Now, I mean, yeah, of course, AUS 8 is gonna dull faster than other knives, but I mean, just sharpen every now and then, and you'll be good. But I mean, I thrash this knife around. Like, I beat the shit out of this knife. It's all scratched up. I had all kinds of like dings in it and like dents and chips and whatever, but through sharpening and taking care of it, I got most of those out. I mean, scratches are pretty much irrelevant, but um, I was not using this for an EDC knife. I was using this at the fire department for all kinds of different shit. Like, I had this out during Hurricane Irene, just using it for every little thing, and I just beat the shit out of this knife, and it still held up well. Actually, exceptionally well. Speed, great, outstanding speed. Never had a problem with the spring or any of that. Just ever since I've got this knife, it's just open, close. Just I could do this for you guys all day long, and it will still open and close the same. Lockup, pretty good lockup, guys. Pretty good, considering I have never touched these pivot screws. In the year that I've had this knife, I haven't touched them, and I've abused this knife so much. There's a small, minute amount of side to side of up and down play, and side to side there's basically nothing. So the lockup is great, and also getting into the locking system. Since this is an assisted opening knife, it does have a locking system. Red means that it's ready to go, ready to fire, and then when you push this little thing up, it's black, and this knife isn't opening with anything. You can just sit here and try and pry this thing open, and it won't open. It's great. This is an extremely strong lock. Never failed. It's great. What else? Let's see here. Handle. That's where I have a problem. The texturing on this handle. I mean, it is a bit of a mirage, if you will, because it looks like kind of like a G10 kind of grippy handle. Let's go back to the cold steel. I mean, this texturing on this handle looks pretty familiar with this texturing on this handle, but it's deceiving. Due to the material that this knife is made with, which, I mean, it's not bad, and I'm not saying it's a bad material, but just for gripping purposes, it's really not that great. If your hands are sweaty or wet, it's just gonna slide, and oh, let's get into the jimping now. You can see these little ridges on the back, the jimping, and there's a little bit over here. There's like a strip of that. Now that, my friends, I'm just gonna tell you flat out, that's a fucking joke. Um, this does not provide any little bit of traction. It doesn't provide any support. I don't even know why that's there. That may just be cosmetic. I don't know why SOG would do that, but if you're gonna put jimping on a knife, I would just rather you put I'd rather you just do it right, or just not put any jimping at all, because then it just completely defeats the purpose. Ergonomics. I really like this belly on the handle, and the handle fits great in the hand. It's got this nice little finger choil down here, and I've got pretty big hands, and it fits my hand perfectly. I've really comfortable knife. Never had a problem handling with it. Clip. Clip is clip is honestly great. I've always liked SOG's clips. Never really had a problem with it ever. It's always held up tight. I've never ever had a problem with this slipping out of my pocket or moving around in there. I mean, once I put it there, it stays there, and then once I need it, it comes out fairly easily. Durability, extremely durable, very durable. I've thrashed this knife around. I've used it for a year, carried it for many months, every single day, EDC, using it all the time, and it's held up. And I'm actually really surprised with that. It's outstanding for durability. It's actually, I think it's a very durable knife. And going into value, I got this knife on Amazon for like 55 bucks, I believe. And for a $55 knife to hold up that well over a year's time, and through the excessive abuse that I put it through, which it was not even made to do, and it still did it, and it still held up this well, that's great in my opinion. That it really did its job and more. So I'm actually really happy with this knife. And if you're looking for pretty much the same exact knife, but just a little bit smaller, if you're not really digging the 3.5-inch blade, a little too big for you, just go with the SOG Flash 1. Just same exact thing, a little smaller, a little lighter. You can carry it in your pocket easier. You can get all the different styles. You can get, like a regular plain edge, or, half serrated tanto, whatever you want. But same exact thing, but just smaller. So, yeah, that's also another great option for EDC. So, overall, I would highly recommend this knife to anybody who would need this knife for an everyday carry or a folding tactical blade. That's Aussie Freak 994, another blade review. See you guys next time.